Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here we talk about fragrances. Today I will show you some of the fragrances that I wore the most this summer. Of course, I did use a lot of other fragrances, but here I picked up some of the perfumes that for me represent the most the summer weather, the vibe, and the notes that are probably the most appropriate for this time of the year. We have designer, we have niche, so we start. I want to show you first some of the designer fragrances, that is Zadic&Voltaire. This is her Vibes of Freedom. I consider it designer because Zadic&Voltaire don't focus on the fragrances only, they have some jewelries and other stuff. That's why I consider those brand as designer. This perfume, I bought it by mistake. I wanted, this is her undressed, but somehow I added in the basket Vibes of Freedom, and when I got it I was like, I think I didn't want this one, but okay, let's see. And I bought a big bottle, as you see, and I was very good surprised simply because this perfume for me is a very light and flowery version of the OG. This is her, that chestnut note and the whipped cream are probably the signature of the This Is Her perfume. Here we do have that base, but this is flowery. We have pear, peony, rose, jasmine, whipped cream, and chestnut. I do not get the peony that much. This is why I didn't include it in my peony video, the first one. However, I do get the floweriness from Coco Mademoiselle. I know, this is how I smell it. Exactly Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. The floweriness from Coco Mademoiselle combined with the whipped cream and chestnut from the OG This Is Her. I really like it. I think the price and the quality are in a very good relationship. Then we continue with Fleur de Pivoine. I already showed you this one in my first video with the peony fragrances. I think it absolutely deserves being here simply because that is an outstanding perfume. Okay, it's not something that you didn't smell before, nothing groundbreaking. This is just so good for the hot summer days. It opens a bit green, even a bit sharp. Still, it is very good flowery scent. The peony is, you can detect the peony. It is, let's say, in the middle of the circle. You get the aquaticness. It's very refreshing. It's green, it's flowery. I think this is your best friend for the very hot summer days. I told you that I wore it when I was on the beach, of my summer vacations. It is very strong, it projects like a beast, and this is very, very good perfume, at least for me, when you get the quality of the perfume and the price and the smell. I really, really like it. You see how much I used, like just for 2 months and for 3 vacations, let's say. So we continue with something that is in a very different direction. We have Le Papier. I very much like that perfume. This is not something that I used to like 2 or 3 years ago, but my taste changed and now I'm looking for clean fragrances. I enjoy a lot wearing those fragrances. I must say that this is the only one that I like from Dyptique brand. I tested a lot. I had a business trip some months ago, and at the airport I tested a lot also in my other vacation for my birthday. Again, I was testing different ones. I think I don't like them, but this one is a love for me. We do have white musk, sesame, mimosa, woody notes. For me, it opens peppery. When you first smell it, you can detect peppery notes for sure, but as it dries down, it gets smoother and smoother, and you get more woody notes. Okay, the musk is definitely there, the sesame notes also. It makes a very interesting blend between those two, but the woody notes are in the base because you know that the paper is made from wood. So yeah, it's really like a piece of paper with some sesame notes and also ricey notes. It's not gourmand for sure. For me, it's very clean, like clean skin scent. In that direction, I want to show you something that I discovered like a month ago, and I started working with the brand on my website because for me, the brand offers masterpieces, very good quality of the fragrances, and also the history of the brand. The owner is so incredible person. So these fragrances are really good, and you always see the ones behind me are from that brand. This is Le Parfum d'Usage Musc Blanc. This fragrance reminds me, okay, it doesn't remind me, but it goes exactly in the same direction of the clean skin scent. This is your perfect, clean, musky, a bit woody, a bit flowery, like you get a violet note, but this is not detectable. You should not think of Dama Bianca or any other fragrance that contains violet. No, you get more the violet leaf because this is very soft and delicate. Those two, Dyptique and the one from Le Parfum d'Usage, are similar because they're both clean skin scent. But what is the difference between the two is that Le Paupier goes more woody. When they dry down, Le Paupier is more woody. Whenever the Musc Blanc is a bit more fresher, like you have also jasmine, and it goes in more musky white flowery direction. When they dry down, for me they are very similar. Still, they are not the same, and that is the difference between the two. Then we go to something that is not, again, in the range of the fragrances that I would wear 2 or 3 years ago. However, this summer I enjoyed this one a lot. We have the House of Wood Sacred Groove, and this fragrance I blind bought it. I do not regret at all because it performs very well in the hot weather. The reason why is just because it's very green. It's even sharp. When you spray it initially, it's very green, very sharp. Still, it has something unique about the fragrance, which made me like it and keep it. What we have is Angelica, Bitter Orange. Okay, we have a lot of other notes, but let's say the most detectable. So the Angelica, the Bitter Orange, Lavender, Iris, Jasmine, Musk, Amber, woody notes, Patchouli. And I would say that in the beginning, you mainly get the Angelica, the green notes from the Angelica, the bitterness from the orange, and also the lavender is also detectable, quite a lot detectable in the beginning, but as it dries down, it goes smoother, it goes more flowery, more ambery. I really love layering it with Zadic&Voltaire. This is her Vibes of Freedom, because this one is sweeter from the flowery notes and from the chestnut and the whipped cream. This one is very green, sharp, and I think they balance each other in a very nice way. So those two I like wearing a lot during the summer. And the last one that I want to show you is something very joyful, L'Imperatrice from Dolce & Gabbana. That is not a new fragrance, actually this is very, very old, but it is so joyful, like it is a summer in a fragrance. In this bottle, watermelon is probably, and kiwi, the two fruits are the most detectable in here. And you know, the watermelon especially is so summery. The fragrance is aquatic, ozonic, light, fresh. And I personally adore the smell of the watermelon and the kiwi in the beginning. When you spray it, you get a very slight hint of pink pepper, but it goes away very quickly. It's not that detectable. It's soft and delicate. I enjoy it, even though usually I don't like peppery notes at all. So those were the fragrances that I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed them. Probably you have seen some of them, probably you wore already some of them. Yeah, you can let me know what of the fragrances you like, whether you tasted some, and I see you in my next video.